Yo, what up peoples? Inca Monster here, coming at you with some Destiny 2 beta gameplay. Now first I want to start off by saying that I had a hella awesome time getting into this beta. Exceeded my expectations. I cannot wait for the game. But basically this video is going to cover my thoughts and feedback about the beta and what I liked and didn't like about it. But overall, man, spot on. It was just too damn fun. I wish it wouldn't have stopped. I wish they could have extended it up until the release of Destiny, but I understand. It's pretty much for testing purposes. This is actually an older beta build, but I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. But hey, let's get right into it. Now, I want to start off by talking about the characters. I was really looking forward to getting to the Arc Strider, and yes, I had an awesome time. It was hella fun playing with the Arc Strider. The Hunter's movement, it was very crisp. You can get out of certain situations very quickly. The Marksman dodge, wasn't a big fan of it. I did like how it reloaded whenever every time you hit it. But the charge rate on, I guess, that shade step, it takes way too long, entirely too long. I was feeling that I was able to use my abilities with my Titan and my Warlock more than I was with the Hunter, the dodge or the shade step. Just a little time shaved off on that recovery, that would be, that'd be awesome. But the Arc Strider was fun to play with. The Super, had to get used to it, but once you did, oh my gosh, it was so fun, so damn fun. Now the Golden Gun, I was not a big fan of the Goldie. Some people were. I couldn't get any shots off. Yeah, I was looking forward to getting into it, but I didn't like it. I did not like Golden Gun at all. Grenades, they were good. Throw a knife, man, spot on. I loved it. Let's see. Let's get into the Warlock. I played Downblade a little bit. The Super was kind of all over the place for me. It was very hard for me to hit targets. But when it came to the healing and empowering rift that the Warlock has, those are really cool too. I like them. They were very effective in certain circumstances, and I give them a thumbs up. Let's see. Let's get into the Voidwalker. Voidwalker, it was fun. Again, I'm not a big fan of the Warlock jump or the glide or whatever the hell it is. It stays in the air too long. Actually, coming down is kind of slow also. But the one thing I did like about the Voidwalker was the Chaos Accelerant. It was actually, you would draw power from your Super, and it would make your grenades that much more intense. Now, I was a big fan of that. And I mean, it also had the healing and empowering rift, which was also cool. But the Nova Bomb, I saw some pretty cool videos of it chasing people around. I mean, that's cool and shit. But I was not a big fan of how slow it was. Of course, it's very effective if you're hovering over enemies and you just throw it down on them. I mean, it more than likely it will kill everyone within that radius. But for the most part, the Nova Bomb, not a big fan. And I really hope that Bungie do something to help the acceleration more a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Now let's get into the Titans. I actually had a pretty good time playing with a Titan. I didn't play with Sentinel too much, but the little bit that I did, I had fun. It was Captain America at your fingertips. It was fun as hell. But I did play with the Striker. Let's touch on the melee. Come on, Bungie. Let's give this T-Rex a little break. And it actually still felt like that the Warlock melee was the dominant of the three characters. And I mean, I would connect sometimes with my Titan melee. I mean, if it was catching someone off guard or before someone had a chance to, it was connecting, yes. But again, that range difference between the Warlock and the Titan, I mean, sometimes even the Hunter, but it just felt like that the melees with the Warlock and the Hunter were way more consistent than the Titan. This is something I'm hoping is actually addressed in the release of Destiny 2, but I mean, we'll see what Bungie does. But let's get into the barricades, man. Those were really fucking nifty. Those were very convenient too, especially the taller one. I mean, I saw everyone using the more taller barricade than the shorter one. Of course, it covers you and your teammates from head to toe. But I mean, that shorter one, it is very effective too. You can just pop right up and right back down. I mean, reload and get back up and get back into the action. But yeah, I like the Titan though for the most part. I mean, the shoulder charge. It wasn't one shot, one kill, which I mean I was very happy about. It felt great not getting hit with that thing just once and then you're dead. The short charge was fun. Super, oh, that roaming super is just godly. Hell, it may have been too godly, but we'll see what happens. For the most part, the characters, they all felt good. Just little things here and there need to be tweaked. Let's see, when it comes to all the characters as a whole, the recovery rate, I think it took way too long. I mean, it felt like I was trying to recover my health more than I could have been engaging with my team and capturing points or even getting some kills. Maybe just, I mean, maybe a second and a half difference between a recovery and being shot. That'd be really great. Or even, I mean, little bit of health regen after a kill. I mean, something's got to give. I wasn't a big fan of the recovery. Other thing on the super, the recharge rate on the super, it took way too long. There were times where it felt like, I mean, we were doing work, we were putting in work, and it still took forever to get a super. I mean, I still think that everyone should have a super at least once, regardless of how well they're doing. But it just felt like that. I mean, once you did get a super, everyone had a super. The enemy team had a super. Sometimes it felt like you really didn't have a chance to experience and have a good time with the super because, I mean, it's a super. I mean, some of them are going to be one shot, one kill. If you're coming in with an Arc Strider and there's a Titan right in front of you, I mean, more than likely, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the Titan that takes out that Arc Strider. That charge rate on that super was booty. It was pretty booty-tastic. Touch on the super some more. I felt like it was way too easy to shoot someone or be shot out of your super. I mean, basically primaried. And I guess you can be shotgunned out of it. I think I saw a few being shotgunned out of their supers, but it was just way too easy to shoot someone out of their super with a primary. I mean, it's a super for crying out loud. I mean, I don't think it should be shot down by a primary weapon, auto rifle, pulse, whatever you have. I mean, I understand. I mean, it probably could do a one shot with a shotgun, or even a sniper rifle. Even that fusion. Oh my God, that fusion. But yeah, again, that charge rate on the super, it's booty. The recovery rate, it's a little booty, but not as booty as the supercharge. But now let's get into the weapons. Let's see, man, what can I touch on? They were fun. They were way too fun, honestly. The exotics, not impressed. The only exotic I was impressed with was the Risk Runner. That was the submachine gun that you got with the Warlock when you spawned in. But for the most part, the auto rifle, the Scathe Lock, that was very consistent. Melt people in seconds. The pulse rifles, the Nightshade, the Nurgle PR4. I'm a pulse rifle kind of guy. I love my pulse rifles, and I fell in love with them. They were very fun, very crispy. Hand cannons, don't play with them very much. The only one I did play with was the Minute 42. It was more consistent than the others, I think, in my opinion. The fusion rifle, main ingredient, that was fun. You can map people left and right with it. I got some mad sick clips with it. The shotgun, the retro futurist, hella fun. The spray was consistent. The shots were very consistent. Target acquisition was fun. Let's see, the sniper, the copperhead, and again, all these weapons, they sounded phenomenal. They were beautiful. The sniper, the copperhead, it sounded just suppressed and crispy. I loved it. I didn't play too much with the linear fusion rifle. I heard some mixed reviews about it, but I never did have a chance to play with it. I did acquire it, but did not play with it. Now as for the submachine guns, I did like playing with the Phosphorus MG4. Of course, the submachine guns, they were the recoil was all over the place, but once you got used to it and a little bit more control over it, those submachine guns would melt the enemy. I mean, it would melt them. Oh, so crispy. Now, just to touch a little bit more on the exotics, I really hope Bungie, they come forward and do some big things with these exotic weapons in D2. D1, they were okay, some were pretty okay, but for the most part in D2 beta, the exotics were pretty sad. Like I said, the only one that I liked was the Risk Runner. But when it comes down to it, I had an awesome time with this beta. I can't wait for the release. I can't wait to see what Bungie has in store for us this time around. Again, these are just my thoughts and my criticisms. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What you like, what you didn't like. Come by the stream sometimes. I will have all my links down below. Come join the Eastern Media family. We're always looking for some content creators. We got some big stuff in the works for the Eastern Media Guardian Squad. And we've got some big things in the works for the release of Destiny 2. If you think you got what it takes, come be a part of the squad. Just hit me up. Again, I will check you all later. Don't forget to leave that like, comment, let me know what you think. I'll check you later. Peace.